The hardest thing I ever did in my life was letting go of someone that no longer existed. I was being loyal to a ghost, and we talk about letting go like it has anything to do with attachment. Like if you just loved less or cared less, it would be so much easier. But that's not what actually is happening. You're not holding on to a person, you're holding on to the memory of a person that no longer exists. You're holding on to a version of them that was real once, and you're holding on to the contract of the person that no longer exists. And you've been replaced quietly, and there was no funeral. People, they constantly change, and we don't update our files, but we expect them to. We keep honoring agreements we made with strangers. We keep shrinking for someone who isn't even there anymore. We keep the door open for a person who left years before they actually left. The Stoics, they talk about impermanence constantly. But they always talked about it in relation to death, but nobody has talked about it in relation to the living. Here's what I think most people miss: the most haunting losses aren't when someone dies, they are the ones when someone changes and you spend years pretending that it didn't happen. And here's the part that will sit with you and I need you to hear. Most people are also loyal to an old version of themselves. The girl who needed to prove something, the girl who had to shrink in rooms, the girl who couldn't take up space, the girl who had to soften her voice and dress a certain way. And guess what? She's gone, she left, she did her job, she didn't say goodbye, and she's never coming back. But you're still making decisions on her behalf like she's still around somewhere. And you're still honoring her limitations like you did years ago. Like those limitations still matter. Rich grandma, she buried her with dignity, closed the door, and said goodbye. That's not coldest. That's the deepest form of self respect available to a human being. Who are you still loyal to that hasn't existed in years? It doesn't even have to be a person, it could be a version of yourself that you know is no longer there. Think about it and then let them or her go.